there is this lie that men tell themselves that I got it, I'm good, I don't need anybody. And I believed that too for a long time until it nearly ruined everything. Today's episode is not about weakness, it's about isolation. And we're going to talk about this because I used to think that being alone was strong. That made me a stronger man. But now I know that the silence was really eating me alive. So if you stay tuned for this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about that. And if you stay tuned until the end, I'm going to give you a solid, hard-hitting question that you guys can take home to reflect on your own lives. So stay tuned. Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys are watching or listening from. Welcome to another episode of Better Men Daily. If you guys are on YouTube, please do me a favor. Go ahead and like this video. It'll help boost me in the algorithm and get this content out to more men just like you. And if you are enjoying this content and you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content like it. If you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, welcome to another episode. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Today we are going to talk about isolation, loneliness, and how we as men need community as much as anybody does. So we're going to take you guys back a little bit, through my life. And for most of my life, I handled everything alone. Stress, push through. Pressure, got it handled. And emotions, stuff them. So that's kind of the way I approached my life for a long time. And I had friends, I'm a social guy, but I didn't really talk to anybody. And it made me feel numb, and I was always on guard, and I was always quick to anger. I was never wanting to bother anybody with my problems, and it gave me a low barrier of trust. And I thought that being a man was never needing any help, but what I really learned was that it's the opposite. And what I thought was being a strong man who didn't need any help, I turned out to just be lonely. And of course, when you're a man going through this is pride related. And of course, as I was going through this, I had all sorts of excuses. I'm busy, or I've got work and family, or nobody else gets it anyway, so what's the point in even trying? But what I had to realize was that regardless of what my reasonings were, or whatever I thought was justified, the isolation wasn't protecting me, it was starving me. There's been a lot of emotions and seasons in my life that I have struggled with isolation, and it really left me mentally exhausted and hurt, and it caused conflicts in my marriage because I couldn't open up. And, I had these moments where I needed help, but I didn't really ask for help regardless, and I had wounds that stayed because I never really wanted to talk through them. And the funny thing about it was I didn't realize that this was an issue until I got to a point in my life where I had community and I had strong men around me who were also successful, that were supporting me and championing me in the same way that I was them. And I didn't realize truly how heavy it had gotten until I started therapy. And I said something that I'd never said out loud, and just hearing my own voice say it really changed something in me and made me realize how deep this issue really was rooted in my life. And I've had a couple moments over the years that have kind of started to open this up for me and change this issue for me. But, there was really these moments with some of my closest friends, other men who are trying to just get after it in this life, that I sat down and really started talking through things and realized how I was just completely blocking myself off from another tool and resource that I could use in my life. And that's what I want to encourage you guys with today, that these resources are here to help you be a better man. They're not here to bring you down in any way. You're just holding yourself back by not utilizing them. And on top of conversations with friends, mentors, pastors, and even opening up in therapy or with my wife, I realized that we were never meant to do life solo. And it's, as a Christian, it's even more obvious because from Genesis on, God says that it's not good for man to be alone. And he wasn't just talking about marriage, he meant life. He created Eve as a companion for Adam because man was lonely. Now, obviously, I've been blessed throughout my life. Despite any seasonal changes or moves that I've made, I've had a handful of friends that have stuck with me from the beginning. I'm talking about guys that I've been friends with for over a decade, that I've known since elementary school, middle school, high school, that I even had as part of my bridal party and my own wedding. And on top of that, I started to find my people around me slowly, men who weren't afraid to talk real, and not weak men, but strong men who were also going through this healing process that I was. And it changed me. Suddenly I started to feel seen, and I found accountability more than anything else. And I realized that I'm not the only one going through this. And in a weird way, obviously in a controlled environment, I started to become a better husband and soon to be father, even by just letting my guard down a little in certain situations. And what I've come to learn now more than ever in this journey of becoming a better man is that isolation is a complete trap, a trap by Satan. And the most independent thing you can do, ironically of all, is admit when you need community. There's a reason that Proverbs 27 says that iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. We're meant to do life together, and we're meant, especially as men, to train with one another and iron and chisel it out and really grow by just going at it with each other. So if you're in a place where you've been doing life solo, I get it, because I've been there, and it feels safer, it feels cleaner, it's less complicated, but it's not strength. It actually shows a collapse. God didn't design you to just white knuckle through manhood by yourself. He built you for brotherhood, and he built you for connection, community, and correction, really. So what I want from you guys today is to ask yourself this. Look at your life and tell me where in the comments below in your life that isolation has shown up, and do you need to correct it? So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and drop a like below. And if you're tired of doing life alone, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, as we are trying to build a community of strong, like-minded men who are trying to be better every single day. And share this with a brother who's always the strong one. Maybe he needs to hear this more than you even realize. If you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Getting Better, Getting Stronger, and Less Alone on Better Men Daily. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.